consider myself a black woman. Absolutely not. I do not consider myself a black woman. Absolutely not.
Well, Amber Rose is in the news again, and she's switching the pitch up. You know, Amber Rose made a name for herself. She was the light-skinned, racially ambiguous woman that came out and basically ingratiated herself to the black community. She, at one point, identified herself as black. You know, she was with Kanye West, had a known relationship, was in all the cameras, everything. She was Kanye West's woman. Then she went from Kanye West to Wiz Khalifa, and they had a baby. And, you know, she was, you know, just running it up with the black men because, you know, when the light-skinned woman come to town, she get pushed to the front of the line. You know what I mean? You know. And then she went and got with a guy, I think his name was AD or something. He's now with Cher. So she had a whole bunch of failed relationships with black men. And she started getting older. She's now in her 40s, and things is not the same as it used to be. But she looked at herself in the mirror one day and said, wait a minute, I'm not black. You know I can go back to being white. I can identify as white. I can make it emphatically clear that I am not a black woman now. I know I came up through black culture. I know that everybody know me from being around the blacks. But now I can put the MAGA hat on. I can identify with my father and what my father always said that I was, because my father told me that Trump was not racist. And this is not a racist country. And if y'all don't believe me that she said these things, check this out.
I realize Donald Trump and his supporters don't care if you're black, white, gay, or straight. It's all love. And that's when it hit me. These are my people. This is where I belong. So I let go of my fear of judgment, of being misunderstood, of getting attacked by the left, and I put the red hat on too. Thank you. Love you too. I never felt more free and more love for my country than I do now. I want to thank my father, who's in the audience tonight, for opening my eyes. He served over 20 years in the U.S. military. Thank you for your service, Dad. I love you, Dad. I love you. I love you so much. Thank you. When I met the President and Melania for the first time, he was kind and generous and funny as hell. Very funny. The First Lady was gracious and smart with a smile that will brighten up any room. If you're watching this tonight, you know our country is in trouble, just like me. When you go to the store and buy food for your family, you're shocked. When you fill up your gas tank, you're pissed. I know I am. And when you turn on the news, you are just exhausted. Inflation is out of control, and you know in your heart it was not like this under Donald Trump.
Now she's re-identifying herself, and she's going into a new place. You know, she found the stage where she says she feels at home now. She doesn't have to feel insecure. She put the hat on, and this is where she should have always been. She feels embraced. And again, people are very upset. A lot of black women are very upset because y'all went on that slut walk with her. Y'all let y'all see. If you notice, when she goes over there to the conservative side, she's not talking slut walks. But when she was identifying with the black woman in the black community, there was slut walks, coochie power, a whole bunch of foolishness, right? Because that's what black culture is to her. But over there with the conservatives, I'm on my best behavior. I'm dignified. Joy Reid took umbrage with what she was saying. And Joy Reid got on the news, and she said this.
So it's ironic that they were able to recruit this young woman who, you know, and she's a racially ambiguous. I don't want to say she's black because she has said she's not. So I don't want to say this black woman, this woman who is of whatever race that she has claimed. She said she's not black. But that they brought somebody whose whole career is based in black culture. She used to be on a show on BET. That's the reason most people know who she is. She dated one of the most prominent African-American rappers in the business in the history of hip-hop. So her whole culture came from black culture, even though she says she's not a black person herself. And the fact that she is now the person they're using to try to recruit young people of color and to say that this is the person who is the endorser of Donald Trump who you should trust, when she won't even claim the culture that brought her to the table. I'm dubious that this will work. I don't know anyone who takes their political cues from Amber Rose, but just in case you do, you might want to duplicate doing your own research because she might not have done it thoroughly.
Y'all remember when she got into the argument with Jocelyn Hernandez? Because she was already making her transition for some time now. She saw the wall was very close. She was hitting the wall. A lot of those athletes and entertainers wasn't checking for her like they used to. Because remember, when she came in, she was light-skinned. She got her butt done, got her lips done, her boobies done. She got pushed all the way to the front of the line. Because, you know, in the black community, light skin is gold. Light skin is a premium. She got pushed to the front. And she started to make her transition sometime when Jocelyn Hernandez called her out. Because Jocelyn Hernandez said, see, I'm the Puerto Rican princess, but I identify as black. Here I am, George Macon, who has a black father and a Cuban mother. I identify as black because I'm a black man. I'm a black person. When you see me, I'm black. In my DNA, I am predominantly black. I am black. But when you see Amber Rose, she's not black. She's not black. She knew that it was a quick grift for the community. She understood this coming in. Jocelyn Hernandez, when you see her, you know she's black. Even though she's Puerto Rican, she's of African descent. And Jocelyn called her out on this to the point where they came to blows. Check this out.
To like say something that is not appealing to, like, let's say a black person, I would then be white in that moment.
Interesting.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then if I say something that doesn't appeal to a white person, then I'm black in that moment.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
You give me so much more black than white, though. Like, she just give me...
But what I'm saying is, Josh, like, even what you did earlier by, like, singling me out in class.
I didn't single you out. Listen, if you feel like I singled you out, I apologize. I didn't mean to do that.
I appreciate that.
I consider you a black person like myself. A lot of people do that to me. They're like, okay, she's Spanish, she's not black.
When you say, like, the whiteys, and then you turn around and look at me...
It's a joke. It was just there. I just seen you. I just turn around and look at that. Stop being so sensitive, because you and I are very cool. So for you to do
but
that...
it's not about being sensitive.
But you are being sensitive.
No, but if you're not a mixture...
You're not white, though. You're black.
My father is white, though.
Okay, but to me, your mother's
But that's not about you. It's about me.
It is about me when I feel like saying what the fuck I want to say. You can't check me on that. And if you go and check me, then check me.
Okay, I checked you. I'm checking you now.
But you're not, because I don't give a fuck about how you feel.
I don't give a fuck either then, because I'm not saying the same thing about you.
I consider you a white person. So that's the thing.
It's not about what you consider. That's the whole point.
You mix like me. You know what's your problem? Your problem is that you really want to be a white girl. Let's just get down to the point.
Jocelyn!
No, Professor. Let's get down to the point.
Jocelyn.
Your problem is that you really don't even want to be black. Oh, cry baby, cry baby, cry baby.
But then, after that situation with Jocelyn Hernandez, she was also talking to Ebro in the morning, and she again reiterated she's not black. Ebro said that he identifies as black because he has a Jewish mother and an African-American father who he claimed was pro-black. I don't know how you can be pro-black and not be with a black woman. That doesn't make sense. This is people trying to redefine stuff. And so don't leave stupid comments on here trying to redefine what black first and pro-black is, because it's restoring what was taken from you. And if you say you're black first, then you have to love a black man or a black woman enough to want to actually marry him and be the example. It's not the other way around. It's not the other way around. Now, if that's what you want to do, fine. I don't begrudge or hate you for it. If that's what you want to do, it's cool. But don't say that you're black first. That's all I'm saying. If you want to be in an interracial relationship, that's not my problem. So don't come over here with that foolishness. I'm gonna block you. I'm gonna get rid of your comment. That's not the topic. But anyway, she said that she doesn't identify as black. She puts other on there. I wonder what she puts on there for her son. But let's listen to the conversation she had with Ebro in the morning.
If you really look at Amber Rose,
as an individual, you are clearly like a mixed race person, right?
Right.
However, I think culturally in America, you're considered black. Do you think that's how people perceive you, and is that how you perceive yourself?
I do not consider myself a black woman. Absolutely not.
What do you consider yourself?
Biracial.
As much one thing as the other.
Yeah, I mean, my dad is half Irish, half Italian. I do the Italian festivals. I grew up eating very Italian food. I celebrate St. Patty's Day. You know,
you like weird 80s rock sometimes.
Right. I'm really into 80s rock. I love Guns N' Roses. So, and then also like my Cape Verdean side, which I don't know that much about it, but you know, I try to get up on that culture also. But I embrace everything that I am. I don't feel like I'm more one thing than the other.
You just feel like you'd be doing a disservice to one side to only...
Nah, it's just personally how I feel. It's not for anybody else.
See, but Ebro, you're mixed. You're biracial.
Yep.
But I guess it's kind of different. I mean, you had a black father and a white mother.
That's correct.
And yet you identify probably as black.
Yeah, because I chose that identification based on how people responded to me. Right, so based on how I was treated, my experience, right? The black thing is very much an experience.
Right.
Amber's experience, she's saying she experienced a lot of culture. I went to Hebrew school, right? And I do consider myself Jewish, but I'm black. And I believe that you can be black and still be all of those other things, because that technically is what black in America is, because when you have African descent and your people were slaves and that's how you came up, yes, we were all mixed with
Pretty much
Cherokee,
everyone
with
is
French,
mixed.
with whatever.
Right.
But, you know, I think race in America is different than culture, is different than ethnicity, is different than nationality, and some people bundle those things, right? I checked the black box, but that's also because I was raised by a black father who was very pro-black and was like, yo,
See, I check
black,
other.
B.
You check other...
I will say this in closing, that in the black community, when me at 49 growing up, most biracial kids was considered black. I remember my friend Marty, they lived in the hood with us, him and his sister. They had a white mom and a black father. They were black. They lived in the hood with us. In the last 15 years, a lot of these racially ambiguous children start to create their own identities. You have these movie stars, these entertainers, these athletes. A lot of them are coming in mixed race. They're now marrying white and going to the other side. They're not identifying as black. They're not identifying with us. 35 years ago, a lot of mixed race kids lived in the hood. If they lived in the hood with you, they were black. If they dated black men or dated black girls and had black children, they were black. So she came in and just grifted the community. What was that Spanish woman named Sophia something? She was real pretty, had that real strong Spanish accent. She came in and was in the Tyler Perry movies and grifted up the community until she reached stardom and then left. We got to stop opening up the door and just letting everybody in. Everybody comes in and grift off black culture and then go back to their respective corners. They don't respect you. I'm trying to tell you, when she was identifying as black, she was doing slut walks. She was slutting it up and doing it and mucking it up. Now she over there with them trying to be a conservative because she's back with her father now. Her father gave her the game. She said, man, I don't even know anything about my African culture. I don't know nothing about that. I know my daddy. That's what she's saying now. But they all do it. Kid Rock did it. Eminem done it. We open up the door and we invite everybody to the barbecue. But you know there's something? We don't show each other the same love that we show outsiders. Outsiders can just come right in, take everything and leave. And we hate on each other, beat up on each other all day long. So now a lot of black women are going to be upset with Amber Rose because of this. But why? This is an L you got to hold. This is an L, not just black women, excuse me. The black community got to hold. Because y'all open up the door and let her in. She knew that if she come to the black community, she'll get pushed to the front of the line. The same way when a W man goes to Africa, he knows he's going to get pushed to the front of the line already because of the way we view ourselves. We see other people as something greater than ourselves. So we search for love outside of each other. While none of them really respects us, because if she respect black women and respected black culture, she wouldn't have been doing no slut walk. I guarantee you she won't do a slut walk over there with them conservative W people. Negative. Not at all. They won't let her. And I guarantee you won't see her dating any more black men. Not when she's up under her daddy, who's Italian and Irish. She even put this up. They wouldn't come to the wedding. The parents wouldn't come to the wedding. Her father wouldn't come to the wedding because she was marrying a black man. This is her words, not mine. But y'all just let anybody in. And for years, I've been telling y'all, black first, black family, black children. Being able to compete in the world with a black mindset. What is the identity of black people outside of Negro culture and W folks? What is our identity? Who are we as a people? Where are we going? That's up to y'all, man. That's up to y'all. But I'm telling you, we ain't got no friends and no groups respect us. They want to come and take, but they don't respect you. They want to come take. But if you made it this far in the video, hit that like button. Subscribe to Street Media TV. Leave your comments in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think. And remember, I love y'all. Till the next time, peace.